Hi, my name is Nenette and welcome to Nenette Chocolates. In today's video I shall be showing you how to complete your chocolate truffles where we have made the shells using the professional chocolate moulds. So the last time we met I created chocolate shells for you here using tempered chocolate in pre-decorated moulds like that. So the time has come finally for finishing off these truffles, and that's going to involve using the ganache that I made previously. So again, pop back and look at my previous demonstrations if you wanted a reminder of how to do that, and also some tempered chocolate, and again have a look at my previous demonstrations to just remind yourself how to do that, so it all comes together in this final stage. So I'm going to start off with the ganache. So just snip off the pointy end of the piping bag and make sure the bit you snipped off doesn't join any chocolate anywhere. I'm now going to pipe the ganache into each of my truffle shells here, and this is something I use my finger and my thumb as the tap, so to speak, on the end of the piping bag to control the ganache going in. So the trick with this is to pipe just enough to fill your truffle shell, but not so much that it's overfilled, because ideally, and this does take practice, what you're looking for is the surface of the ganache just being a couple of millimeters below the top of the tray. So you've got a good mouthful of truffle, but you've got a nice tidy base to the chocolate as well. So when I have finished this, what you will also see me do is just lift the truffle tray and give it a quick tap just to settle the truffle filling into the shells. And there we are, just the final row here. Look how lovely and shiny that ganache is. Right, so bit of noisy bit here. So just wanted to quickly tap this onto the table just to get the truffle filling to settle into the truffle shell. Then I'll just pick it up and just check eye level that there aren't any little noses of ganache filling poking up over the top. And if there are, just get your trusty scraper and just glide that over the top just to capture everything that's sticking up that'll get in the way. So that goes into the fridge just for about 10 minutes, half an hour, maybe more than that if you want to, doesn't matter really, but to allow the truffle filling to set. So this is a version that I have already made for you. So the final stage is to finish your truffles. So this is involving the tempered chocolate that I have here. So I'm just going to quickly check that this is still up to temperature, because it's been sitting there whilst I've been demonstrating the ganache filling. So with my temperature gauge, I'm just going to point that on there, and it's 30.8 degrees, which I'm fine with. I also want to check how cold this is, because don't forget, I've just taken this out of the fridge. It's actually quite cold. I also want to try and just gently warm up the surface so that the edges of the truffle are a little bit softer, and it just makes it easier for your new tempered chocolate just to grab hold of the rest of the truffle, if you like. It makes a better seal. So just a bit of warm air. There we go. Don't overdo it, otherwise you'll melt all your hard work. So when I created the shells, I poured an awful lot of chocolate over the top of the tray. This time, because I'm only wanting to cap the shells off, I don't need as much chocolate. So just put a little bit of chocolate at one end, and again, grab the spatula and just spread it around over the top of the tray, like that. And then grab my scraper, and again, applying downward pressure over the surface of my truffle tray. Just pull the chocolate over the top. And you'll see some gaps at the end, doesn't matter if that happens, don't panic. I'm just going to tidy up the edges there, because otherwise I get into a huge pickle. Whoops, there we go. And to turn the tray round and just swipe again in the other direction, just to see where there are gaps still. But generally that action will fill the holes, but you can see there are still a few gaps there. It's not the end of the world, so I just dab a little bit of chocolate where there are holes there, just to repeat the process. There we go. And then just grab some chocolate and just fill those holes up. There we go. So again, that would go back into the fridge just to finish setting. And when that is done, you end up with a tray of completed truffles like this. And this is where the exciting bit happens. So you just take the tray, and because the chocolate has tempered, it should have shrunk away from the mould itself. So this is also a heart in the mouth moment of truth as well. So you just take the tray, turn it upside down and give it a sharp tap. And there we have your truffles that have come out just like that. So just put them up there, just so you can see them in their full glory. And there we have a finished tray of truffles. Thank you very much for watching this demonstration. I'm really interested to know what you think and how you're getting along. And therefore please drop into my website where you'll find a contact page, nenetchocolates.co.uk. And if you have any questions, let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe and to hit the notification bell, and that way you'll get to know about all the future demonstrations.